Hello, hello, hello.
Charlie Cook,
Hi, hi. How are you doing?
good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, very well. And now regretting wearing a cap because this feels quite formal. I apologise for not coming properly attired.
Charlie, Charlie, here's the thing. You got a note saying, could we have a chat? But we wanted to do that. We like a ruse. We like a little bit of subterfuge. There's nothing wrong with that because I've got some very good news for you, Charlie Cook. If you
Okay.
sit comfortably, I'm going to tell you the very good news. You have won. Um, Rightcharge has won the Influence Emobility Challenge. So congratulations.
No, Roger, that is pretty fantastic news. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm pretty excited. That's incredibly good news.
Well,
Um,
well,
yeah, thank you.
let me briefly tell you why before my two friends have a little chat with you. As you probably recall, we had a global, we have a global judging panel,
Mm,
basically from the Americas, Asia Pacific, Africa, and Europe. So apart from Antarctica and the two top bits, I think that's basically the whole of the world. And everybody has put their vote in. I get to be chief judge. Some of the fantastic nominations actually weren't in the criteria, to be honest with you, because obviously there's always a criteria you have to have. You fulfill that, which is good. And because your business is about charging, which is a fundamental, of course it is, behind the electric vehicle revolution that a lot of people watching this will be very familiar with. And because timing is everything, and I know your proposition is about how people get the best out of energy, best out of charging at the best rate. And yes, other people are doing this, but we liked your ambition. We liked the background of you and some of your team. And so all of those things conspired to say your business was the winner. That's who we've picked. So that's the background. That's who our judging panel was. Their names have floated along the bottom of the screen there. I'm sure you saw that. But yeah, if I can, I'd like to. Well, I've got Chaz and Stuart here from Influence Emobility. So here's our winner, guys. What do you think?
Well, Charlie, you may want to say something first, but we're just delighted, absolutely delighted that you're our winner, and maybe we'll give you a chance to talk first, but we in a minute we'd love to explain what we'd like to do with you.
Sure, sure. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll just respond, Roger. I mean, just fantastic news, really. Really exciting time as well for it to come because it's a really quite exciting moment for the business. The plans for the next 12 months are, are huge, and I think like probably couldn't come at a better time really to have this kind of support. So yeah, just to say incredibly appreciated. Obviously over the moon that Rightcharge felt like the best option of what I'm sure was a very, very good bunch of applicants. And I look forward to working with you and seeing what we can achieve really over the next 12 months. I think it will be a pretty exciting time. So thank you.
No, you're welcome. There were dozens and dozens of entries, like I said, from all over the world. So yeah, a ton of people. Chaz, what's your view? Remind everybody actually what Charlie's actually won, because I think that's important, isn't it?
Yeah. So Charlie, what we're the prize was £60,000 worth of consultancy from Influence Emobility, and as you may know, we're the sort of first agency in the world to specialise in e-mobility communications. So, in many ways, you're right up our alley in terms of what your startup is doing. So we're really excited to get going with you. And what we'll really do with you is we'd love to collaborate, and what we really want to do is build your brand and really tell your story. And as Roger's just said, and you've just said, if you think about how many people are going to be converting to electric, over the next 10 years and more,
yeah,
and all of those people, they need to know, that once they've actually got their vehicle or they're planning to get their vehicle how are they going to then charge it? And then
totally.
then the next question is what's the best tariff for them? And it's all about the smartest solution, right? So we're really excited to work with you about how we build your brand, how we tell that story, And then, what we'll do is work on the positioning of it, the messaging of it. How do we get, as we call it, the cut through in the marketplace? And then how do we then get the opinion formers in the media and people like the man here, Roger, on social media, on LinkedIn, to really communicate that across? How do we manage your news? How do we really build the momentum in your business, so that we can really supercharge its success? Really, that's what we're looking forward to doing with you, and this prize will really we hope help you on your way to not only build your company and your brand, but also to really help e-mobility. That's actually what's at the real heart of why we set this up with Roger.
And charging is a major barrier for people at the moment to get into electric vehicles. So what you're doing is not just important for your business, but I think it's important for the whole world, the whole transition that the industry's on at the moment.
I tell you what, Charlie, listening to these guys talk about the prize and how it works and what they do, I wish I'd won it. I wish I'd put an entry in now, but I probably would have been barred, wouldn't I?
Well, you're not really a startup, Roger, if you don't mind me saying. You're fully fledged.
Yeah. That's, do you know what? I like that. Fully. See, this is how these people talk. They come out with these phrases and words. This is why they're in PR and marketing.
Well,
makes all the difference, Charlie. Let's
see if we can get Rightcharge to a fully fledged position in the next 12 months. That would be incredible. And the mission of the business in a nutshell is, let's try and make smart charging the norm and not the exception. And through that we can save drivers hundreds of pounds each, millions of pounds collectively, and actually over £1 billion altogether over to 2030. So the prize, if we can get this right, is enormous. And then from an emissions perspective, we can help drivers to, by saving that money, they're also reducing their carbon by about 25%, and taking load off the grid when it's generally producing gas, taking requirements away from reinforcing networks. And I think the benefits, if we can make this work, are huge to everyone. And branding, I think, is a piece of the puzzle that Rightcharge can do with a lot of support on. I think getting that message out there, making sure we're getting the message right, is going to be crucial. So this is fantastic.
Good. Well, listen, we did actually pick a couple of runners up. So we've got a second prize and a third prize to announce. We're not going to do that right now because obviously the prize is all yours, the top prize, but we do have something for second and third place. So you can bear with us for that news as well. That's coming very soon. But for the moment, Charlie, please go and tell the rest of your colleagues and your team. And we look forward to talking to you again. And the guys are really looking forward to getting your name up in lights, my friend.
Absolutely.
Excellent, guys. Thank you so much, and look forward to getting started.
Yep, well done. Cheers.
Well, cheers,
Thanks,
Charlie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now is the perfect time to start a communications consultancy dedicated to e-mobility.
The world's first dedicated agency to e-mobility communications, and that's what we've done with Influence e-mobility.
The automotive industry is going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 100 years. But it's not just the vehicles that are going to change, it's everything around it.
Influence Associates was created 12 years ago. We've worked for Volvo and helped them launch their first electric vehicle. We worked for Tesla. We played a key role in the foundation of electric motorsport. And we've worked for many of the new technology companies, helping them to define and build their brands on a global basis around the world. This has given us a huge amount of knowledge and expertise which we've learned along the way.
So many companies are going to enter the e-mobility space. It could be power companies, it could be city planners, and we're here to help your business cut through and really communicate.
We need to make sense of it all. We need to understand how our increasingly circular economy and this whole new world fits together. Influence e-mobility can help you to do this. We want to collaborate to help shape an organisation's overall e-mobility strategy.